Hey Linda, it's snowing pretty good out there. What are we having for supper?
It depends. What do you want?
Some pressure canned chicken? Pressure cooked chicken? What do you call it?
Okay. Pressure cooked fried chicken. But listen to this. Recommended for you because you watched Pressure Canning Chicken Soup in Noreen's Kitchen. They want me to watch Ultimate Spy Survival Kit Part 4. Tin wrap via my quick release parafob whipping. I don't even know what that stuff is. Oh, you.
No, dear. I did not smile at her. You don't have to cut my heart out.
Wouldn't be your heart.
This is a family-rated show, dear.
And every wife would know that answer.
So when you buy chickens and that, you wait for them to be on sale?
Definitely.
Why?
Because around here chickens are priced like the price of gold. You may work at a gold mine, but you don't bring it home.
I'd love to, but
That's kind of frowned on, isn't it?
just a little bit.
What I'm going to do is cut it in half first.
Yeah.
And I've got it in the cutting board in a tray so that any of the juice doesn't get all over the counter.
Because that contaminates the counter, or what?
Contaminates the counter, makes everything yucky, and makes more to clean up. I'm not good at this.
What's that mean? You're human? Ooh, that would be painful.
Where's your meat cleaver?
I don't know.
Is it there?
1 second while I look for it. Okay, there's the
Very
meat cleaver.
handy piece of equipment. There, I now have it cut in half. And I'll take off the wings. There's one wing.
Is that chicken still frozen?
A little bit. It's been in the fridge since yesterday morning.
Okay.
I have a very good deep freeze.
Yeah, it's cold outside.
Oh, that's disgusting. I hate this. Back in December, this would be nice. April 12th, not so nice. And we're supposed to get it all week.
No, not all week. Just
Cool.
all weekend.
Till next Thursday.
Do I go buy studded tires for the van?
And anybody watching me do this, you'll see it won't look pretty, but it sure tastes good.
By the way, for anybody watching, when we're out in the bush and we're hunting, Linda doesn't mind shooting them, but she refuses to clean them out there. I can see why. You wouldn't be able to tell what it was.
The boys once brought me the partridge, and to clean it, it's just gross. So they said, "Here, Mom, we'll show you how." This was my 6-year-old. And So he promptly showed me how to clean a partridge, and I shut my eyes while he was doing it because I know how to clean a partridge. But you stand on the wings and pull the body.
Pull the legs.
Pull the legs off. And that gets rid of all the insides, and you're left with the breast and a little bit of other stuff. And then another time we were out, and they said, "Oh, Mom, you've got to learn how to clean a fish."
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I grew up on Lake Erie, and they used to bring in the fish, and we wouldn't fillet them the way Dawn does now, and we had to scale them. And I said, "No, I don't." And they said, "Why not? You're catching them." I said, "I'll catch them, I'll cook them, I'll serve them. Somebody else can clean them." And that's the way it's been.
And I always thought it was kind of unfair, because you caught them and I had to clean them.
You got to eat them.
Yeah, but I could have gone to the store and bought fish that was already cleaned.
And a heck of a lot cheaper.
Probably. So do you rinse it off or what?
Yeah, I'm going to rinse it off and put the water in. And this is the way you do it. You put it into the pressure canner. You turn it on. You
put the chicken into the pressure canner, you turn it on.
You add a bit of water just to the bottom of the rack.
Hang on, did we say canner?
Or cooker. My recipe came for the canner.
Oh,
but
okay.
I've moved it to the smaller. I think I could do enough chicken to feed 20 people in that canner. In the canner.
Okay.
So what you do, you take your pressure cooker. This was what I was using as a rack in the first place, but it's not very practical when you're trying to do chicken. And this pressure canner didn't come with a rack. So now I took 3 of my jar rings, put them in. I'm not even sure what this is, but I found it at the store. It's the right size to fit in there, and that keeps it up off the bottom, and I have a nice little rack. So I put in a bit of water. Now, the recipe that I tried originally said to brown the chicken and then put it in. But that just made more work. And all the spices and stuff went into the little bit of water in the bottom of the canner. So I thought, why brown it first? So I'll rinse it off. And like I said, the pieces don't have to be beautiful. But I've got the 2 breasts, 2 legs. There's the other leg. And the 2... Where'd the other wing go? Oh, I guess I threw it in. Okay. Rinse it off in cold water.
Oh, and you said the dishes weren't going to show up. Yeah.
The way my disability is working, I do 1 job a day, or at a time. And today it was vacuuming the living room rug and the furniture. So the dishes haven't all been done. There's always tomorrow. That's the thing with housework. There's always more. Please don't step on Lucky. He's old.
Yes, well, he should learn not to stand near me, because I'm older.
You're also fatter. So, so you put the chicken in, and I sprinkle it with salt and pepper, but that's about it for in here. Usually, I've been doing it with legs, but I thought, why not try something different today? So we're trying it with the whole chicken this time. Oh, and there's my apron. I forgot it again. I'm just going to throw the bones in. The cats like treats too, so.
That looks disgusting.
Okay, salt and pepper. Fresh ground black pepper. I grind mine in the morning and just use it all day long. And
Wow, do you get the idea? We use a lot of pepper.
we do. Now this is a no-carb entree. It's chicken, and chicken has no carbs. There's no flour on this one. There's only the spices. So that's why this one is very diabetic friendly. Now, I put the lid on.
How much water have you got in there?
About a cup and a half. Just
So
to the bottom of the rack.
Just at the bottom of the rack.
Yeah,
Okay, and that'll be enough?
I hope so. Yes, it will. Don doesn't like the way I don't measure things, so every once in a while I do things to freak him out. Okay, then I turn it on high, put the pressure valve on. Is this the one? Yeah. Put the pressure gauge on. When it comes to a boil, I'll turn it down a bit to about down to medium, and let it go for 10 minutes, and then the chicken is cooked, and I'll bring you back to show you how I brown it up.
Okay.
It's the browning that makes it so they call it fried chicken. It's really steamed
Really
grilled
damn
chicken,
tender.
but really, really tender, and it's one of Don's favorite ways to have chicken, and it's very easy for me. I've done it with the legs, and the legs have been frozen, and we still had supper within 3/4 of an hour.
Alright, so you don't put the timer on or anything?
Not till the gauge starts wiggling around.
When the gauge starts wiggling around, what do you set the time for?
10 minutes.
Okay. Alright.
I'll go get the spices ready to sprinkle on and get the broiler pan ready, and we'll bring you back when it's ready.
Say bye.
Bye.
Okay.
This is about as much as this one jiggles. It'll spin a little bit, but it doesn't. See? It's spinning now.
Okay.
So now I set the timer for 10 minutes. And I turn this down about to 5.5. That's a medium on my stove. So in 10 minutes I will bring you back and show you what it looks like when it comes out.
And meanwhile, we've got the rotating radar. Must be a Dalek. Okay.
That's what it looks like. I always think of Doctor Who.
Yep. We're dating ourselves here.
I know. Especially the one with the curly hair and that long scarf.
Oh, the one you were in love with.
Yeah, I loved his hair.
Okay.
It was similar to mine.
Okay, dear, we're on the countdown. So what do you do now after the buzzer goes off?
I have you carry it over to the sink and run cold water over the lid so that it cools quicker. This is another reason I switched to the smaller pot. There's only 2 of us, but this one, if Don isn't around, I can actually lift over to the sink. The big one I could only cook when Don was here.
That little red button just dropped down.
That means the pressure. No. You can take the gauge off too. Maybe not.
Okay.
Okay, now on to the next step.
Now hang on, let me get the camera again, dear. We're learning how to do this stuff.
Now here's another gadget that I have no idea what it's for, if anybody can tell me, but it makes a great cooling rack. I can put cake, bread, and it cools it, but for
You gotta
this,
push the button.
I know, that's why I put an oven lid on. There we go. Now this is just a chicken. It's not organic, it's probably grain fed. It's a Canadian chicken.
Is there a difference between Canadian chicken and other chicken?
I'm a Canadian. I prefer...
You're going to brown the backbone?
No, I'll just set it here to get it out of the pan. But there's the breast.
Kentucky Fried Chicken?
Not quite. But you can, and the recipe said, dip it in flour and spices, and then put it in, brown it, and then put it in here. But that adds carbs to it. And I'd rather, if we're going to have carbs, I'd rather do it with something else to go with the meal.
So we're having pressure steamed chicken and salad. And that's our supper?
No salad. I'm out of coleslaw. So you're going to get broccoli, cheddar, cauliflower soup, and baby carrots. The ones that I canned.
Okay, what's in your spices?
This has, it's a steak spice that I get at the bulk barn. I have no idea what's in it, but it goes nicely on chicken, fish, steak, just about any kind of meat. So.
And what else is in there?
There's about a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of black pepper, some smoked paprika.
And that's a smoked salt, right?
Yep. You can use regular salt. Just I watched a video and she was using smoked salt, and I bought some next time we were at the bulk store, and I really like it. I prefer it in all my cooking. It's not an overpowering, everybody knows it's smoked. It's just a nice, mild flavor. Yeah, what the heck, I'll do the backbone.
And then you hand the backbone over to the cats. I imagine they appreciate the seasoning. No.
Oh, they do.
You're kidding.
No. Remember Lucky? She, or not Lucky, Cassie? She'd eat your steak, but not mine because yours didn't have garlic. And I put garlic on mine.
Yes, but Cassie was a superior cat. Okay, you're putting this in the oven?
It was in the oven. I put the oven on broil so I didn't have to preheat it. And it takes about
10 minutes,
about
did you
5
say?
minutes on each side. And it would do it faster, but I usually put it in the middle rack, and that way, if I forget about it for a minute or two, it doesn't burn. So
Okay. I hate burned chicken. I've eaten it, but
not for me.
no, out in the bush.
Okay.
When you're cooking over a campfire, dear.
Oh,
I
know.
also make tea in tin cans.
Glad it was before I met you. I don't like tea. But we'll be back in 10 minutes when I take this out of the oven. I just flip it in the 5 minutes, sprinkle more spices onto the other side, and then 5 minutes later it's ready for the table. So I'll show you when I'm ready to serve it up, and I will let Dawn see how it tastes then.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. There. That's ready to go. I press clear, turn it all off, because if I don't do it now, I forget. You come out an hour later and my stove is still on.
Linda has a memory. She just forgot where she put it.
Be nice. Okay, do you want a leg? And thigh or a breast?
Leg.
I forgot a fork.
I'll get a fork.
But see, it looks like it has been fried.
Does it? Yes, it does.
So
And
that's
it's
why
tender as heck.
I guess that's why they call it fried chicken. But it has none of the fat. And if you really were conscious about the fat, you could take the skin off and eat the breast and leave the skin for, leave the darker meat for other people. But there is Dawn's supper. Carrots that I canned, baby carrots. Well, what the store calls baby carrots. Peach strawberry sauce for the chicken. Home canned pickles. Apple slices and the chicken.
So the only thing you didn't can or pressure cook was the apple.
Right. And I could have given you dehydrated apple rings.
True. I remember the days when I could have had apple pie and nice chunk of brown bread and all that. I don't like diabetes.
Then you shouldn't have been native.
I didn't have much choice. You have to talk to my parents about that.
But there, Dawn will give this a try and let you know if it's good, bad, or indifferent.
Well, it'll be good. All right. Say goodbye.
Bye.